Happy Flower Friday! My name is Valerie and I'm a floral enthusiast and designer. And today I'm going to show you how to use grocery store flowers to make an arrangement at home using a glass bubble vase. Alright, let's get into it. So this vase container is a glass container. If you've tuned into my previous videos, you have seen that I have used oasis and opaque containers. So this is going to be my first video showing you guys how to make a flower arrangement at home using a glass container. So the first step is that I fill up the container halfway with water. Then I add a spoonful of sugar, a half a packet of flower food, and then some cubes of ice. These three things help the flowers stay fresh and last longer. They'll last up to 5 to 7 days. All right, next step. So the next step is to separate my flowers according to size. I've already done that over here to my left. As you can see, we're working with some sunflowers, some spider mums, some more status, some other like fuchsia colored mums, and some white freesia. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna start with the largest bud, and that is going to be our spider mum. I'm going to begin by stripping the petals, or I would say the leaves, off of my spider mum. Now that we've cut some of the leaves off, I'm gonna cut half of the stem off. I don't want it to be larger than my container. I know you guys can't see the bottom of it, but right now it's still a little bit taller, so I'm gonna cut some more. Maybe like an inch or two. All right, perfect. I'm gonna set that there. Now that we have our spider mum, we need to find the next largest flower, and that's going to be between our sunflower and our lily. So which one should I go with? Should I use my sunflower or should I go ahead and place the lily? I think I'm going to go with the sunflower, mainly because there's only one head on the stem, and for the lilies there are about 3 buds and 1 open bloom on one stem. And I want to make sure I can get all the product that I have in my container, and I can use the lily as the final piece or the finishing touch to my completed arrangement. To cut your sunflower, you can measure it against the last flower that you cut. I'm just going to measure it against this mum and cut it maybe a little bit longer. I'm going to leave about an inch just so that I can add a little bit of depth to my arrangement. Looks like it's still a little tall. Let me cut just a little bit more. It's still a little bit longer than my mom, but it'll be perfect. We're gonna add some more flowers and then it'll be able to either stand up straight or kind of lean on the other buds. So now we have our mum, our sunflower, and it looks like we don't have any other larger flowers, so now we're going to fill it in with our smaller sized buds. So right now we can choose from the purple status, the fuchsia mini mums, or the white freesia. Since I have more of the white freesia, I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to move towards the fuchsia mums because that's the next largest stack that we have of flowers, and I'm going to end with sprinkling it with some purple status. So now I've added our purple and green mum, our sunflower, and then I grouped the white freesia on this side of the vase, and I grouped the fuchsia colored mums on the opposite side near the yellow sunflower. So I have some more space back here. It's pretty empty. I am going to use some filler flowers now, or filler foliage. So what I'm going to do is use these green mums. These are excellent. I love these. And I'm also going to use some mini carnations. I love these, the way that they ruche. They create so much nice detailing for the overall arrangement. If you can tell, I have grouped up most of the flowers in little pockets of the same flower, and I've kept a rounded shape. So with the remaining flowers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sprinkle them about, starting in the middle. And since I have just one stem of each of them, I can pretty much put them wherever I'd like. So let's see. And I wanted it to stick out a little bit further out since it's the only type of flower I have in this arrangement, just to bring a little bit more attention to that one. Have some foliage. I'm not too much a fan of the leaves or the amount of leaves on this piece. So what I'm going to do is, once I find a nice place for it, I'm just gonna take off some of the leaves. And don't be afraid to do that. If you want to take some of the leaves off or some of the petals off, some of the flowers, certainly do so. It's completely your design. Kind of like that. It's fine. Might come back to that. And let's see, my snapdragon. So I love snapdragons. You'll see a lot of this type of flower in my arrangements because it's just so different, and I love like the ombre color and how it goes from dark to light. It has a lot of detail. It's like my fave. All right, what do I want to do with my snapdragon? I'm just gonna put it off to the side. Let's see. Or I can just put it in the center. Yeah, I like that. Like that. Sticking out a little bit, so maybe I'll cut it down some more. One thing that I really love about glass vases and using a transparent container is the fact that I can pull the flower out and cut it and just manipulate it how I would like. But with Oasis, it's not the case. It's a little bit more tricky. Okay, perfect. I like that. I like that a lot. Let me just turn it. Okay. And then I have our hydrangea, which I really love. I'm actually gonna keep the petals on because they're very beautiful. So I'm gonna cut it a little bit lower, super lower, because I want to stick it here on the side. I already knew where I wanted this one to go. And I love the petals because they're so beautiful. So I'm gonna stick it there. The mum show. Yeah, it's really pretty. So now I am ready to add my lily. And I think I know exactly where I want it to go. So while I was designing the arrangement and moving some of the flowers about, I noticed this little pocket here where it could fit perfectly. And I definitely want to put it either opposite of the sunflower because they're almost like the same shade of yellow. So I'm thinking I'm going to put it on the other side here. We have a little bit of space here, so I'm just going to tuck it right there. I went ahead and added our yellow lily right in front, opposite from our yellow sunflower, right in front of our fuchsia colored mini mums. Also in the front, you'll notice that I left a little bit of space, and that's because these three buds are gonna open just as nice as this lily here, and I wanted to give it a little bit of space in the arrangement. Well, there you have it, guys. Voila! Here is our Flower Friday arrangement for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am so glad that you're here with me on this journey. Please be sure to like, comment, and click the bell for future notifications. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. Until next time.